It's time to get
I like it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Highly Reactive. My name is Lee J. Over there is Stan, and we're a UK reaction channel again, doing the amazing group known as The Warning with 21 Century Blood. Now, we have been enjoying their lives, haven't we, Stan? From the Pepsi Center, we've been enjoying it. We've seen the power versions, which has done some musical talent and beautiful moments on itself, but we've also enjoyed thoroughly the band together. We just can't wait for every song. So here we go again.
Yeah, this gig has absolutely been an emotional roller coaster, and we have been loving it every step of the way. But before we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag The Warning down the comments below. Support to these three wonderful ladies. And if at any point you enjoy myself and Lee clearly climbing, then like it, sub it, love it. Let's press play.
Yeah. We're not on drugs.
Oh, look at that.
Reminds me of night. Oh, I don't know. What's that remind me of? Oh. Oh!
Ah.
Oh, I like that. Very, very smart words. You know, I do like the warning. Sorry, I think I just malfunctioned then. I do like it when the warning do punch back a little bit at the system, at the society, at the man sort of thing. You know, like, and they do it in such a like cool way. You know, with the musical sort of talents they have. But I do like that, and I'm reading it in a way. You know, like we're making buildings at the moment. We're talking about making buildings, but what about building those bridges? And I'm thinking that as a hypothetical sort of like the bridges between each other, not the division that we seem to be getting. You know, and a little bit of again central sort of vision in that as well. Like the politicians are trying, but they end up like they basically end up lying. So it's almost like a double side to it as well. And I sort of respect that for the warning. But again, musically, whoa, Stan, I'll let you take the music all of my five.
Well, I'll tell you something, mate. You just don't know what you're gonna get with the warning whenever you click on a video, what style it's gonna be, because like the styles are within their own genre. The warning are their own genre. Like, I mean, this style of song, mate, it's got like such an old-fashioned like rock and roll to it. But like really old fashioned. I'm talking like 70s, 80s sort of rock. And it's just sort of like almost taken me back. And I kind of like really appreciate that as well. Because the warning just didn't expect it, baby. I just didn't expect it. And I'm enjoying it. I think they look absolutely awesome. The lyrics are very powerful so far. Music's awesome. I do love it when the camera flips to power, mate. And every time she's got that big old powerful smile going absolutely crazy. Oh yeah, absolutely, mate. It's a great show. Great gig. What an absolute experience they've had in the audience. That.
Yeah, 100%, mate. We've had some comments to prove it. These walls. Oh, I like it. Yeah, that smile. Oh, mate, I tell you what, if you're in that crowd, you're having the night of your life, aren't you?
Oh, certainly, Lee J, mate. I mean, I just look at, I love seeing these ladies like on a live stage because I just love all their faces. I mentioned just Pow earlier, but I mean, look at like Ali right now. She's got like a little head bob. She looks cool as fuck. She's absolutely just enjoying, loving the moment, like exactly what she's doing. Danny as well. Danny's just like, she's so confident, isn't she? Like, and it's just like those words are so powerful, but she keeps doing like these like little funky smiles and like cheeky like little little applause to the audience and that, and it's just absolutely fantastic, mate. I think it's definitely got that old school rock and roll like sort of vibes to it. I'm talking like Alice Cooper, maybe a bit like Led Zeppelin. I'm getting that sort of style of vibe, Lee J. Awesome.
Yeah, and again, the words are so powerful in this one, aren't they? Like very powerful, especially because of the name of the song. But like where she says there, yeah, everyone's in depression, or everyone's in depression because of obsession with the stereotypes. It's just so. A lot of that holds a lot of value. It's a weighted sort of sentence, and again, like you said, with her sort of aggression, but sort of beautiful sort of side to this music. It's just okay, and I love her how she can bring her voice quite gritty as well. Do you know, like these sort of gritty songs? You need a bit of a gritty voice. It's got a little bit of like a growl to it almost. Love that from Danny. Like she really does nail that spot on, and mate, they are a multi-talented group. They really are. They can bring so much to the table, and it's just an absolute open pathway for where they can go because they've got so much skill. How calm she is as well at the same time. Aha, it's so smart, all these words. I like that bit as well where we're talking about the warning through the walls of burning through the flames. You know, we're pushing through the walls. The warning are the answer to that sort of thing. You know, me and Stan are very, I know Stan said it quite a lot anyway, that the music, you know, it enters our body and it does, you know, like it gives you emotion, it gives you reaction. And the warning is spreading a message of hope and, you know, belittling the things almost that, you know, we just don't quite like in life, you know, thinking about, I like that bit as well where it says, oh, I can't remember off the top of my bloody head now, it's going to pin me. Oh, taking away communication just to watch animation, where basically that's what people do. They take the news from social media aspects, you know, and that's like, they don't communicate with each other anymore. They watch social media feed, they leave comments and all that stuff. And it's just through, you know, programming from the system. And I tell you what, the warning fight back and I respect them. But at the same time, I'll give them the dues. They're not like overly political. They're just putting it in like a spin in their own way. Do you know what I mean? So they're not like being overly political. You're thinking, oh, they're saying this about this government or whatever. They're just staying in their lane and they're, you know, very humble. And I love that.
Yeah, do what DJ absolutely well said. And do it goes to show like a lot about the warning. Like I said this earlier, like you just don't know what you're gonna get in a warning track, and like, you know, this one is a very sort of very powerful in its wordings, and it's very sort of fight back, like, but they're not just you don't hear like every song by the warning that is exactly like this. And like I was trying to think then about another song that they've done where they have been maybe a bit political.
I can't remember. I know which one you're on about. Is that where they're all in the uniforms and stuff and they're walking around as like the officers?
Yeah,
Is that...
yeah, and I think that's the closest one we've had to this style of
Deception?
song.
Begins with a D.
But leave it in the comments. Yeah, leave it in the comments and help us. But that's what
Disciples.
I mean. You just don't know what you're gonna get. Disciples, never mind. But yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, you just don't know what you're gonna get, and it goes to show how expanded their genre of vocals actually are, and their life experience that they like to sing about. I think. Excuse me, I got a bit over.
Well, we pull in the ladies of this channel. Wow. Oh. Again, very old-fashioned, that. Oh. Oh. Beautiful. Wow. Burning in place. Yes. Wow. Just rock, rock, rock. Unbelievable, Stan. What do you think?
Absolutely fantastic, that, mate. Do you know what I also right? And you know what we do give a lot of compliments to the Warning because they absolutely thoroughly deserve it. But what I love, mate, is because there's only three of them. Like when they did the solo, then it was like all three of them did a solo at the same time. Like because there's three of them, you can hear like every note, every drum beat, every bass, every guitar strum, like like so well in your ears that you really get to thoroughly enjoy like how much they've mastered their craft. And it's just and it's a pleasure in your ears. There's not so many of them where it just there's not so much going on where it just becomes sort of like very stagnated and disorientated. It's just everything just sounds so bloody crystal clear and bloody beautiful, where you can really appreciate every single note that they played and every word that they sung. It was an absolutely fantastic track. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Mad love to them, DJ. Mad absolute love to them.
Yeah, they're just a band we love. Yeah, the Warning Army, because it's just something that we can listen to, we can relate with their music, the way that they put the music. Like you said, they mastered their craft. They are just amazing, and they brought, like you said, a very sort of like maybe 70s or 80s guitar riff into that with the sort of bass that followed. And again, as you mentioned, Pow just loves those drums. I love how much they love it. That's something that sells it for me as well. They're not just there. Like the drummer, a lot of the times, and there's no disrespect to any other band out there, but like the drummer, a lot of the times, they're just almost in full focus. They just, you can see them going for it, and they're an absolute like skilled musician. But what I love about Power is she does really betray that, and she gets along with the singing and stuff. It's just something that you don't get to see in other bands. But yeah.
High characters, mate, and high charisma. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you thought we had some sort of character and charisma, then make sure you leave that thumbs up button, hit the auto subscription, and ring that notification bell as well for highly reactive reactions. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving us so much of your time. It's been a pleasure, hasn't it, Lee J?
Got more character than the alphabet. But ladies and gentlemen, we are highly reactive, as I mentioned. You can leave comments down in our comment section about this band. You can also leave hashtag the Warning. Support them, push them out. If you really do support the Warning, you'll support our videos for them as well by leaving those comments to push us out, to push them out, to push us out, to push them out, to push. I'm in a loop, Stan. We're highly reactive.
You are certainly highly amazing.